The temperatures drop below freezing in a couple of days. Spending too much time outside can be dangerous, even deadly. That's why outreach workers are out on the streets trying to get people who don't have anywhere to go into a shelter. But as NBC Connecticut's Jane Chaco found out, it's a challenging job, one that workers are not giving up on.
We're going to go meet a gentleman named Carl DeSimone who has a mental illness, and he is refusing to come inside in the cold weather. I'm really hoping that we can convince him that it would be in his best interest to come inside.
Matt Norton is a volunteer with the Agape House. Tonight, he's checking up on people who sleep outside, telling them to come to the shelter before the bitter cold hits this weekend. We tagged along and met Carl at a fast food restaurant. Norton says there's a lot of reasons Carl doesn't like the shelters. One of them is not being able to bring his shopping cart. After some discussion, Carl was still set on not going.
But Matt, I'm going to stay outside and stay from people around as long as possible. It's healthier. I learned that a long time ago.
We left unsuccessful and headed to a tent camp nearby, passing another unhoused person he knows.
This woman right here is another schizophrenic. She's on her way over to that overflow shelter right now to hopefully get in for the night.
At the camp, the men recognized Norton right away.
How you doing, man? Good, how you doing?
This is a common place Norton checks, and tonight there's only a few tents. But one man says he's not going to a shelter so he can keep an eye on his friend.
I'm not leaving her out here as a woman, 60-year-old woman. I'm not leaving her out here. I'm not doing it. Because that's somebody's mother.
Norton says he'll come back before the weekend to try again, determined to get them the help he needs.
The people that could possibly get them housing, to possibly get them into a rehab, that kind of stuff happens at the outreach places. It doesn't happen out in the woods.
A night like this can seem hopeless, but Norton says it's not. He says being there shows them at least one person cares, and some days that's enough.
I want to just at least give people a chance.
And Keisha, these efforts were in Bristol, and I do want to mention one of the men who were at the camp did say that he is going to a shelter tonight, so it just shows how much this pays off.
That is good to hear. You know, every single one of those folks that we saw out there, they have someone somewhere who cares about them. What can people do to help if they have a loved one out there?
So they can start by calling 211 to find the nearest warming location, warming shelter for that person, and also look up local food pantries, medical service in case their family needs it.
Jane, I got to ask, this is work that we don't get to see up close every single day. What struck you most about being out there in the woods tonight?
Following this volunteer, Matt Norton, I saw just how much his work, how impactful it is. Yeah. He knows the names of these people. He sees them often. He also knows their family members, and he's that bridge of communication between family who might not see this person every day. So what he does really matters.
Wow, that's critical. This is about dignity for everyone. Thank you, Jane.